So first thing we're going to talk about here, let's get into a little football action. Last night, Thursday night football, we had, I thought was a great game, little NFC East action. Had the New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles. I came into this game thinking it was going to be so bad. It was going to be a good football game, and it turned out to be a pretty damn football game. Philadelphia stormed back to win there at the end. Looking at a picture here, the Giants were up 21-10 on the Eagles with about 4 minutes left to play. Eagles played really good to come back and win. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it, but they actually looked really, really good. Before I get into anything, I want to hand it over here to the two Eagles fans. What do we think of the game last night?
Yeah, there's stuff they definitely could improve on. I think Carson Wentz tried to do a lot by himself. He looks scared in the pocket, which is pretty concerning. He did throw a couple nice dimes. That dime in the back of the end zone to Boston Scott won the game.
Hey, Boston Scott out here, dude, flying around.
Definitely
makes it happen versus the Giants.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Yeah, Boston Scott looked good. Wayne Gallman for the Giants was running train there for a little bit. Looked pretty good. Big thing I want to talk about here. I know we have a picture queued up. I know we know how fast Tyreek Hill is. I know we know how fast John Ross's fastest 40 time combine history, but we're missing out Mr. Danny Dimes, aka White Lightning. I'm expecting tomorrow a Madden update to give him a 99 speed. That boy was flying. Turf Monster got his first tackle of the year. That was a spectacle to see. That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was insane. We broke all the way through. It was like clear field. The overhead view, like the cam, is literally like 20 yards, and then he just stumbles, bro.
Just stumbled.
That's the longest run by a quarterback since Mariota in like 2015.
2015. Wow. The craziest part about that is the fastest play. The next gen stats they use and all that. The fastest play that had been recorded this year was a play from Tyreek Hill where he reached up to 21.29 miles per hour. Danny Dimes 21.23 miles per hour. That boy's legs were just moving. White lightning, baby. I don't care about Danny Dimes. I told you this boy could run, and he made it happen. Would have been more epic if he would have scored, but I think that was the fun part of that. Whether or not he feels a little embarrassed that the play, I think Evan Ingram should feel more embarrassed today than Danny Dimes should after he dropped that pass. That was just
couldn't have been a better pass. Hit him right in the hands and just dropped it.
Couldn't have been a better pass. But yeah, that was a fun game to watch. Hold on here.
Right now, we got Carson Wentz coming in. His stats, he was 25 for 43 on passing, 58% completion rate. He had 359 passing yards,
That's
2
great.
touchdowns, 1 was rushing. And right now, he's currently ranked 4th in the NFL for passing yards, which is great, but he's also tied for last with 10 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe he's 4th in passing for the year. It doesn't seem right.
A little Nathan Peterman 2.0 out there.
Tossing absolute bums. I mean, that's been the consistent problem with the Eagles is just the receiver core has not been there. But last night they found a way to win
for the foreseeable future.
That was a gross hit, though. That really was kind of filthy to watch.
It really was.
Yeah, him immediately grabbing for his leg there. I actually think the Eagles wideouts kind of stepped up a little bit last night. We saw some good plays made by Fulgham. Greg Ward had a couple catches. What's the tight end there? Rogers there. What's his name with the D there? Richard Rogers. I mean, they look good. Did Zach Ertz even play, or was he out?
He's on IR.
He's on IR. Yeah, that's what I thought.
John Hightower had like a 50-yard catch as well.
John Hightower. And then obviously, that play down the stretch to Boston Scott in the end zone. That thing was on a rope. I think that was probably the best Carson Wentz has looked all year. I think definitely last week against the Ravens, he looked good, but they still lost. I think not because it was his fault, but I think this week, like I just said, 21-10 with four minutes and some change. I didn't think he'd come back. They'd be able to come back and do that, but that team was able to make some good plays. I really thought the Giants would be able to secure that, and I said in last week's show, throughout watching the Giants, I'm definitely seeing the Giants get better. If we're comparing two New York teams, the Jets and the Giants. The big difference is, yeah, the Giants are awful, but progressively each week you're seeing them get better. I mean, to hold the Eagles to 10 points all the way up into that point, I thought was pretty good. But then obviously when you kind of blow things open like that, I mean, that probably just comes down to inexperience and coaching and Danny White Lightning there not being as experienced as he should to maybe hold on and secure that game. And then obviously that drop by Ingram probably would have secured it more than likely. But those things happen. I mean, that's NFC East football right now. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to get. That was actually a really fun game to watch. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. I definitely had the Giants going into that just because of all the injuries the Eagles had. Lane Johnson in and out throughout the game. That dude can't stay healthy to save his life. And that was some good Thursday night football. We'd love to see some good football on Thursday. I mean.